Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're visiting for a second, third, or fifth time, or how many ever times you've been here, if you're new, welcome as well. We are doing Webinar Wednesdays effective immediately. And today we're talking about loyal fans. And joining me is my special coach, creator, and friend, Paisley Hayes. Oh,
Hey.
shit. Hold on. How do I get you in here? Boom.
Hey.
The magical buttons are not working. So, anyways, they're working. It's operator error. How have you been, Paisley?
Oh, I'm tired. Happy
Why
birthday.
are you tired?
I'm always tired.
You said I'm always tired. Today's Webinar Wednesday is brought to you by iHeartBBW.com, which is my passion project, and the Curvy BBW Fashion Show, which will be in Exotica, Chicago, April 21st to 23rd. So just a special shout out. And let me get this camera to turn. There we go. Woo-woo. All right. So without further ado, let's talk about Loyalfans. So for those of you that don't know, Loyalfans is, in my opinion, the best fan platform out there. In fact, it's more than a fan platform because it offers a standalone video store. Soon they're going to offer a standalone audio store. So if you're just into audios and not really videos, or maybe you do both, this is a great platform for you to centralize your content. It does compare, well, that's not really an accurate assumption. It is similar to, but I think far exceeds other fan platforms. And that's all we're going to say about that. So, a lot of people have been asking me why I am such an avid supporter and advocate for Loyalfans. And here's why. Well, there's not just one reason. There's like 1,000,005 reasons. Paisley, what are you on? Are you on the other one, the O?
Okay, look, let's talk about this. I'm on here tonight because fan clubs are not my specialty. So that's what I try to tell. I like clip sites, cam sites, PSO sites, all mine. But
So you're here to learn.
I'm here to learn.
She's here to learn. She's here to
But yeah, I'm the one that's with an O, and I did sign up underneath your Loyalfans. I don't know what to do with it, how to get it going. Is it gonna bring me that money? Like, we're here, we want to know.
Well, that's a really good question, because I feel like any platform has the ability to make money for a content creator. It's just how much effort you put into it. And a lot of people put so much effort into the other one, the ooh, the of. We're gonna call it the of. Because it's been infamous. It's, a household name. And a lot of people have talked about how much they've made on this platform, millions and millions of dollars. And a lot of creators have become independently wealthy, or at least been able to take control of their careers and establish themselves in a more stable financial situation, which is great. But the problem that I've experienced with this particular platform, first of all, if you don't remember, there was a time that they were trying to deplatform anybody that was in the adult industry or in sex work. And that for me was when it became extremely problematic. Now, to be honest, I was never on board with this platform. Something from the beginning I just wasn't a fan. But I got on board because when people were talking about how much money they were making, of course, I wanted to partake in that experience. Like, I want to make money too. So, and not only that, but I'm also a firm believer that I can't really speak on something I don't know about. So I went and joined the platform, and I did make some decent money, and I probably could have done a lot better. But I feel like because I knew from the beginning that just wasn't the space for me, I didn't really put maximum effort into it. And that's something to also be aware of. If you're not putting your full 100% effort and energy into something, you can't expect a huge return. Like, there's a very, very, very tiny percent of people that just sign up for these platforms and instantly make all this, money. It's either because they're already famous and already have an established fan base, or something about them is just viral. It's like a viral video. It's like posting reels and TikToks. Like you can post exactly the same thing as someone who went viral and it's not going to get the same views. But
Mhm.
it's just that one video that catches the right attention at the right time. The same thing happens with your fan platforms or even cam sites. Any website that you're established on, clip sites, cam sites, wherever, it's all about timing. It's all about effort and energy and just knowing what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So we're going to get into that. The
Okay, so, can I
Yeah,
interrupt?
go
Okay,
for
so
it. Jump
first
in.
off, Finny just said happy birthday to you. You wanna take this time out to say happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
And also, yes, you're right. So being someone that was here way before the OnlyFans era, and I was here like right before, maybe like a year or so before it. So I feel like everything that you're saying, a lot of people don't say. You know, they're not telling these people they like anybody thinks they can just get on the of and make money, and that's not the case. It's not that easy, and there's no integrated fan base, and there's I mean, integrated, what do you call that? Not fan base.
It's
What
not
is
like
it?
you're not
Directory.
discoverable. Right. There's
Mhm.
not a directory. They don't even promote you anywhere
Yeah. Mm-mm.
unless you already have, and that's the same thing for clip sites and anywhere else, unless you already have an established fan base, which there are people that do find you through searches. There are people like, but their search discoverability is not really effective. Like you can't rely on that. So the first thing I want to talk about is discoverability. And one of the things that Loyal Fans has that I find to be superior is that they do have a creator, new creators. They've got creators that are live, creators that have just uploaded new content.
Oh, okay.
They have creators on their public page. So if someone's just going to loyalfans.com, there are these sections that will tell you who's live, who just uploaded content, who their top creators are based on you know, top earners, people that, post the most content, the most frequent, the people that go live the most. So discoverability is extremely important on a site because if you're going to monetize your content, you want to be somewhere where you can get new fans just by being on the platform. Otherwise, you can monetize your own content through other sources. I don't recommend it because taking that money on those other like on things like Cash App or PayPal or whatever, that's just the backwards way to do it. I mean, I know it happens all the time, but you should not let your income rely on places that can take you down in an instant. Snapchat, um, Telegram groups, all those places have the potential to flag your content and remove you. And then, you can get your Cash App taken, you can get PayPal that'll ban you. Like all these places where you can accept money is not a secure way to establish your content sales or just anything in general because it's not secure.
Mhm.
Not only that, but people can get your private information. You can easily just search someone's Cash App name and find out who friends are. Like there's a lot of things that can happen within these particular platforms. So it's a dangerous space. If you can find a way to circumvent access to your personal information or even just being on a place where you know that it's only a matter of time before they come and get your account, avoid it at all costs. So discoverability is really important. Also, the great thing about Loyal Fans is that their referral program is by far the best. And here's why. OnlyFans or OF of I am so used to saying it, of only gives you 5% up to 1 year or up to $1 million. So if you refer a content creator, you only get 5% up to 1 year or up to $1 million, whichever comes first. Okay, cool. I made $1 million or it's been a year. But what happens if you get a creator that gets on board and doesn't really do anything for 6 months? Now you've lost 6 months. You don't really get anything from that referral. And a referral is generally if you bring someone onto the platform and they use your special link, a referral link, you get a percentage of all the sales that they generate. So with Loyal Fans, there is no limitation. So it's not something where you have to like hurry up and get that year out the way or whatever, like, or you don't want to like try to force them to do anything within that year. Also, you get paid for fans. So when a fan signs up under your link and starts spending money on other creators, you get a percentage of that. You get
Ooh, that's
5%
cool.
from bringing fans on board. So even if you're not an active creator and you're just referring fans to go see Paisley Hayes, that can generate obviously passive income for you. And one of my loyal fans accounts makes at least $150 a month just on referrals. So there you go. That by far is the best referral program. And I'm a big affiliate, so I love referral programs, especially when I'm like on hiatus or just don't feel like being platinum. It's awesome that I could be like, go see so and so, they're live, or go see their content, join their fan club. And I'm sending my fans to you. You're making money, and I'm getting a little cut on the other end, and it doesn't, come out of your pocket. So referrals. And you also have a QR code, which I think is really unique. They give you like a special QR code for your referral. So that's cool too. All right. So let's talk about, there's so much. Look at this 6 pages of notes,
Oh lordy.
6 mother trucking pages. I'm trying not to curse in the first few minutes because, one day I hope to be remonetized. But
Oh
let's
my
talk
gosh,
about,
that was a big thing for me because I start cursing in like the first few seconds. I'm just like, I didn't realize how much I was cursing.
yeah. I'm a sailor when it comes to that. So let's talk about how Loyalfans is all in one. So a lot of people that are on the other platforms have a free page, they have a VIP page, they have a regular schmegular page. Like there's all these different accounts that they have to manage and keep up with. With Loyalfans, everything's all in one profile. So you've got a public profile. So that's things that people that don't follow you or aren't subscribed to you can see, which is great because if someone's just, going through tags on Loyalfans, which is part of the discoverability that I failed to mention, they also have like you can search by tags. So let's say your tag is BBW. We'll just use that as an example. They can click on BBW, and anybody who's using the BBW tag in their content or on their timeline these fans will be able to find you. So let's just say you put, something about BBW on the timeline and it's public. This means the person hasn't followed you, they have not subscribed to you. They have the option to see that content, and that content could lead them to be like, so who is this Paisley Hayes? I need to see what is special about, I'm really digging this picture. And then they click on it. Now they follow you. So even though they're not spending money at that moment, they're still a follower. And the great thing that comes out of that is that they end up in your DMs. So you have the ability to message them, even though they're not subscribed, but they are following, you have the ability to communicate with them. So even though they're not sure yet, they get an automated message if you set up your automated messages. So you can have an automated message for public, you can have an automated message for followers, and then you can have an automated message for people who've subscribed. So you've got a follower, you send them a message, it's like, hey, thanks so much for following me. I'm Paisley Hayes. This is, who I am. This is what I do. Maybe a short little video that, gives them maybe a sample. And then that gives that person who's followed you that like, maybe I can spend some money on this girl right here. Or things that I do, I add a link to my video store. Maybe they don't want to spend a monthly amount, but they want to go and, browse through the videos that I've posted. Loyalfans has a standalone video store. So even if it's not a subscriber, they still have the opportunity to buy your content, and boom, you can even give them a discount as a follower. Like,
See,
hey,
I didn't know that because that's another place I can upload my content on.
I'm actually closing down my website. I'm going to put all my content on this platform. Obviously, never put all your eggs in one basket, but I'm gearing towards the end of the Platinum P era, and I just don't have the patience to upload new content to all these different sites, especially with the new terms and like model release forms. A lot of my content is old, so have expired. Release forms are not, up to par because they're, 20, 15, 20 years old. So for me, that, makes me want to change the way that I do like the way that I'm delivering my content. And so I love the freedom that Loyalfans gives you currently. But anyway, so all in one, you have a public page, you have stuff that you can post for the public, stuff that you can post for your followers, and then you have stuff that you obviously post for your subscribers, all on one profile. So you literally just go to post and you can toggle which one you want to make it public, which goes to everybody. You want to make it for followers, it goes to followers and subscribers, or if you want to make it just for your subscribers. So for me, I love that you don't have to have a free page, a VIP page, a regular schmegular page, all that extra shit. Like it's all right there in one space. So, with that being said, one of the issues that I'm seeing a lot of people experiencing, especially since the new year, is the tagging and release form requirements on OF. They are out of control. I don't know who the fuck is running shit over there, but I feel like they are really making it difficult for us to be there in hopes that we'll just leave. I've thought that for a long time, but now it's pretty evident. Nothing I've been on multiple like people's pages. I can't fucking talk. All these peas. But I've been on multiple people's pages and it's the same thing. And the response is never like in unison. It's just random. Oh, well, this didn't get approved because of this reason, and this didn't get approved for that reason. Like, there's no singular like form or like outline for the rules for you to follow. So that for me is extremely problematic because a lot of our content does include other creators. Now, if you're a solo person, doesn't bother you at all. But that also leads me into the flexibility of the content that you can post on Loyalfans versus other platforms. And that's OF doesn't let you do public. They don't let you do squirting. A lot of toy stuff is being flagged now because the toy doesn't look like a sexual object or dildo or whatever. Like the terms of service on OF is just getting out of control. And so for me, that's most of my content. Squirting, ass worship, which is allowed, but I mean, I can only post so many ass worship videos. Squirting, I love public flashing and like playing in public. And like, even though, I know that there was no one there or I'm just in my backyard, if it's not co-signing this shit, they're like, nah, this can't be on our page or on our website. And so that for me is an issue. So that's another reason why I like Loyalfans is because Loyalfans definitely has a more lax at the current time. I'm not going to say it won't change because, obviously they have to comply with any laws or, things that are happening on their end. But right now it's an opportunity to be able to monetize that content and post it on my page. So the all-in-one. Are you still with me, Paisley?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So that also goes to the tagging. Like, sometimes people are not on the platform or sometimes they don't want to be tagged. So it's like, why are you forcing me to do something and making it so difficult? And like the release form process is just out of control. So let's also talk about, since we already talked about the video store, let's talk more about it. So the video store allows you to upload your content to sell, and you can offer discounts for anybody who wants to just buy a video. Hey Daisy. Let me put that up there. Hey Whitney, I see you. So basically you can offer discounts for your subscribers. You can offer discounts for your followers. Like you can really go balls to the wall and do whatever you want with discounts. And so that's something that you can make as an added feature. Like, hey, if you subscribe to my page, all of the content that's not on my timeline, you get for an additional 50% or 70% or what, like you can give a discount. It encourages them to spend more than what just your subscription price. And gives them access to your content for whatever discount price you want to give them. Hey, boo. Um, and you can also do individual discounts. So let's say you get a fan that's tipping, all the time. We all get them. We get that guy that or that fan that tips on, you post a Titty Tuesday, boom, $5. You post a Wagon Wednesday, boom, $5. You post a picture of you looking up at the ceiling for no apparent reason, boom, $5. This is somebody you'll want to give a bigger discount to, like someone who's just spending money just because, and giving them an individual discount makes them feel special. Also, there's some cool things you can do with the discounts for groups as well as individuals. So let's say you want to run like a VIP, like, hey, tip an extra $100 a month and you get VIP privileges. So rather than getting 40% off my videos, you get 70% off or whatever. You can do it any way you want to. So I think that's really cool that you have that flexibility to like treat certain fans with special pricing rather than, and it gives them the option to browse your content on your video store rather than having to go through and specifically send them a PPV with that dollar amount, or always having to like customize your PPVs because you have to think about which fans have the VIP. You know what I mean? It can get very confusing. Another thing that's really awesome is that Loyalfans has the ability to let them download the content. So you don't have to. There's a little thing that you toggle that says allow download or don't allow download. But I think it's really awesome because there are some fans that will pay more. That could be a VIP perk. Hey, pay the $100 a month. I'll make all my content downloadable for you. Or, some other people are adamant about making sure that none of their content is downloadable. So you have the control. On the other platform, obviously, you can't download shit. They can't download shit. You can't download shit. So let's say you post a video to OF and you lose it on your phone or you lose it on your hard drive. You have to screen record it to get the copy. Like, it's just backwards.
And then there are tags on there when you screen record.
Right. Well, you can take the tag off of this. On Loyalfans, you can remove the watermark.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. So we got allowing special discounts, and also tags are searchable in the global video store. So if someone just goes to the general video store of Loyalfans, which I think uploads based on, it uploads based on like the last person to upload. I'm not really sure how the algorithm is, but nonetheless, the tags are searchable in the global video store. So you can go in there and be like BBW and boom, those that tag their content with BBW, boom, those videos come up. So I think that's really cool. Let's talk about messaging. Messaging, they have like multiple automation options. Like I was telling you, you can send a message to your followers, the people that just follow you, and then you can send a message specifically to your subscribers. So like for my subscribers, I would send them a full-length video. If you're a follower, I would send them something that was a tease and is like, listen, why are you like not fully in? Why is one foot in the door and one foot out? Like, come on now, step inside, come into my dungeon. Enticing them to want to subscribe or, maybe buy your content. Like I said, you can leave a link with your video store. There are some super duper awesome features that make their messaging system, again, top notch. One is they have like a preview button. So like when you look at the list of all the messages that you've sent, there's there's an option to hit the preview button so you can see what it is that you sent. The other thing is it has real-time stats. So it'll say, if you send it out to 400 people, it'll say 100 people opened it. It'll tell you 300 didn't open it. It'll give you a percentage, and it'll tell you obviously how many people purchased it if it's a PPV, like a locked content.
Oh, I like that feature.
Yeah. Obviously it has the unsend option, but it also has a resend option. So let's say you go and you send out a PPV. And you go and you look at the stats and you're like, damn, I sent this out to 300 people and only 100 people opened it. I wonder why. Or 100 people didn't open it, only 100 people viewed it, and only like maybe 10 people unlocked it. You can send it to everyone who didn't read it or didn't buy it. You can go back and be like, whoever didn't read this, let's resend this to them. So there's the option to like know, because like one thing with OF, like you have to go back and like it's a whole process. With this, it's like right there, it's super easy. You just click resend and you send it. You can send it back to the people that read it. You can send it back to the people that unread it, whatever, or everyone. You can opt to just send it to fucking everyone, like motherfucker, read it again. And you can bump it. So bumping, you just click bump and it sends it back to the top of their message box like you just sent it. Which I think is dope. So it's like, okay, so maybe they did get 20 other PPV messages or messages from other models that they're following. And mine's probably buried at the bottom. Let's bump this bitch, put it to the top. That way now he sees it. Now they see it at the very top and are more likely to unlock it. So it gives your messaging like a second life. You can rebirth your messaging. Um you can also set pricing for individual fans, or you can set pricing for different groups. So let's say someone follows you, you can set it so that they have to pay $5 to message you. And subscribers can be free, or maybe subscribe, like everybody has a different way that they operate their account. For me, my subscribers, one of the perks is that you get to message me for free. So followers pay $5 a message. This eliminates having to talk to people that are never going to subscribe or are just time wasters. The other thing is, on OF, in order to stay in contact with people that were once subscribed to you but aren't currently, you had to go back and follow all your expired followers. You don't have to do that. Once they've subscribed to you, or they stay until they remove themselves or you remove them. So unless you block them or whatever, you have like remember the old school Yahoo chats, the little thing, and it would tell you who was online and who wasn't. That's how their chat system is. It's super dope. So you can see who's online. You can hit them up like, hey, what are you up to? Oh my God, I'm wearing this cute thong. I bet you want to see it, don't you? Pew, send them a picture and boom, you're actively speaking to someone who's online, and you have a better chance of being able to like get some engagement with them and potentially upsell them to whatever. So like I said, their messaging system superior, far superior. I love it. So that's it for that page. Information overload. So audios. Let's talk about audios because I'm a huge audio queen. I love, 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 love doing audios. One of the things that you cannot do on the other platforms is upload audio. Let me say that again. You cannot upload audio. It's either right in the moment or it doesn't happen, or you have to put it with a video. Loyalfans allows you to schedule, upload audios. And here's a tip. You can take audios from your videos and just sell the audio. So they don't have to watch the video. They can just listen to you. Ooh, and on. Which is extremely popular, by the way. It's one of my night flirt tips that I've been giving for 15 years. It's something that I did on night flirt. It actually happened as an accident. What happened was when I went to edit the video in the editing program that I used, I accidentally saved it as an MP3 and uploaded it and had no clue that it was just an audio. So I'm typing, I put this stuff, blah, 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 and it sold. And I was like, wait a minute. What is this video that everyone keeps buying? And I go and I look at it. It's not even a video. It's an audio. I had made a mistake. But what did I learn from this experience? I learned that audios are just as important, and in some cases, even more popular than the actual video. Sometimes they don't want to see you doing what you're doing. They just want to imagine it's them. I guess the same thing that for POV. So the ability to upload and schedule audios is awesome. That also works out great if you want to do like, good morning. Hi. I hope you woke up with some wood for me. Oh, yeah. You can also do drips, sexting drips. You can pre-schedule, like, let's say you want to send something out at noon that's like, oh, what are you having for lunch today? I hope it's me. Whatever. BMI for this particular platform, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's just an example of ways that you can engage with your fans and you can schedule them so it doesn't have to be like in the moment. So these are great. Also, coming soon is their standalone audio store. So if you just want to upload audios, for me, whether you're taking them out of videos and just selling the audio by itself, or from in my case, I am not big on putting on makeup and getting all dressed up for videos lately. For the last like 6 months, I've been super lazy or just not feeling. I just don't feel like it. So it's super easy to put in my headphones and get on this microphone and be like, I know you want to touch yourself. Yes, yes, yes. You want to be a good boy for goddess, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I could pump out audios all day, every day. So this is a great way to create income during times where you can't film, during times that you are creative on some audio stuff, but it's not really like for me, there's some of the fantasies and customs that are difficult to do for video. Like, one guy wants me to fly. Well, I'm not fucking flying. Okay. But I can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Where are you
can.
flying to? What kind of flying does he want you to do?
So he's into vor and like giantess stuff, but he's now into this. I forget what he called it, like winged. I don't. I don't know what he called it. He had like a word for it, but anyways, he wants me to take flight. He wants me to fly and like be a vulture that sees him like running around on the ground, and then I'm gonna come in and like wah wah.
Oh
Wait,
my
I gotta do the
god.
whole thing. Ready? Hold on. Quah, quah, quah. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I just did it for you guys for entertainment purposes.
Oh my
But I could do an audio all day. You know what I'm saying? I could do
gosh.
audio all day. So, an audio store is a fabulous way to be able to monetize super easy content. One of the things that I used to do, and I know it sounds stupid, but I used to read recipes. I was on this podcast, and that's all they wanted me to do was read recipes. And I would just be like, today we're making chocolate chip cookies. The ingredients are. I don't know why people get turned on by that, but whatever. And so, this is a way to make money. Monetizing. I will monetize brushing my teeth. Okay. Washing my face, cleaning the floor. Like I was telling somebody about how I made $250 mopping my floor. And all I did was wear like a party dress, like a strapless short dress with no panties, and put the camera right there, and boom. They were tipping like crazy. And I was just like, what? Really? I'm mopping my floor right now. Like, okay.
Everything is content.
Especially when you're doing things that are like, I mean, it really kind of depends on the crowd, but my guys have gotten pretty accustomed to you just never know what you're going to get. And so when they see me doing like household chores, because that particular cam persona is the housewife that's at home, you know, doing the duties. But anyways, yes, let's move on to the next thing. Content, content, content. There's so many ways to monetize. We talked about referrals. Let's talk about lives. You have the ability to download your recorded lives. So when you go live, there's an option to record it, and then you can download it. The other thing is their media cloud, which we're going to get into next. Is there anything to do to show subs that you are open to doing things like that? I feel like my audience thinks I'm some princess that won't do any of this. Post a promo. Post a promo of you being like, I need to clean my floors. You could do a campaign or a fundraiser and be like, do you want to watch me scrub my floor in my princess party dress with no panties? Boom. Set it for $100. And if they tip the $100, which brings me, let me jump from the live thing real quick to the fundraisers. So you could do a fundraiser for this particular idea. So let's say the fundraiser is tip $100 and my top tippers get, I don't know, free videos or whatever, or like whatever you want to give them as a token of appreciation for contributing to the campaign. So with this, it shows who your top tippers are. It shows you everyone that tipped, and it also gives you the option to send them a message right from the fundraiser. So you can literally go click message all who tipped, and boom, simple as that. Like if they tipped, like you could even be like, just tip $10. As long as 10 people tip $10, we reach the goal, everyone gets a free copy of the video, or maybe a free video package, or whatever the fuck you want to give them, whatever, a sexting session, a custom video, a dick rate, whatever. You can give them whatever you want. But this would give you an idea whether you run a poll or if you do a fundraiser. I would do the fundraiser just to see if they're like really into it. But do a picture. Just do a picture of you like, I'm gonna wear this dress and I'm gonna mop the floor. Like, who wants to see me do this with no drawers? Um, yeah, so that's the fundraiser thing, which I think is really cool, because a lot of times you'll do a contribution thing or like a fundraiser and it'll tell you who tipped, but I want to see who tipped the most. I want to see like, and I want to be able to message them right on spot. Like, I don't want to have to go through and like individually put them into a mass message. You know what I mean? I want to be able to say, message these people now. Boom. So with the lives, you have the ability to download your recorded lives, which is dope because you can either sell it in your video store or use it on other platforms. Also, the lives show up on the public feed. So if you could use it to just gain fans. So like, let's just say you want to go live, you're not doing shit. You could just be like, maybe you could be mopping the floor and have your camera live, and people are now seeing that you're live. They're going to come, they're going to follow, some may subscribe, some may check out your video store, but this gives you discoverability. Like this gives you exposure to people that are already on the site. So that's dope. It's like being on an actual campsite, in my opinion. Also, you have the ability to go to private mode. So let's say someone sees you doing this and they're like, "Oh, we need to turn this into a whole fantasy. Let's go private." And now he's paying you per minute for your private cam show, and you're making money from mopping the floor with no drawers on.
So
Just saying.
question, with that, is it you set your price like dollar amount per minute?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can do in the public chat for the live, you can set like a goal. So it can be like, oh, we're trying to make $500 in this live feed or whatever. And
Mhm.
so they can contribute towards the goal. And it can be like, oh, if we reach $50, I'll take my shirt off. If we reach $100, I'll take my pants off. If we reach
Okay.
$200, I'll, pull out my long dong kong thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you can set different goals so that they can, like just like on Chatterbait
Okay.
when you have like the goal thing. And then they can take you private just like on the other
That's
campsites. Like they
really
can
cool. Cause on the other one, they can't take you private. On the
no.
of
On this, you also have the ability to just go live for certain people. So you can go live on public, which I highly recommend, unless you're doing stuff that's like really subscriber, like you want to make it exclusive for your subscribers. You can also go live for just your followers and subscribers. But I recommend if you're doing like just chilling, or like you want an opportunity to get discovered, and you want to get have an opportunity to get to know the people that are, you're just not really doing a theme or anything. Like, I would start with public and then maybe change it from public. Okay, now we're starting to take some clothes off. Boom, chicka bow wow. Okay, now we're gonna change this to just followers and subscribers, or maybe you just go straight to just going live for your subscribers, because now you're naked, you're doing stuff. They need to be paying to see this type of content. The other thing that is extremely awesome on Loyalfans is that they have the video call feature, which you can do from your mobile. One of the questions that was asked in the meeting, or not the meeting, the live today, was how do you do it from mobile? And you download an app called SnapYou, SNAPYOU, and you can take video calls and phone calls from Loyalfans. So it's like Night Flirt, Sex Panther, but on your fan platform, which is pretty dope because I charge $10 a minute for a video chat. And that's just to talk to me. So let's make this money, shall we? So that's lives. The other thing I have on here, something to note, and I think this is extremely important with any platform, is customer service. being able to get in contact with a live person and ask questions and get actual knowledge or like information about what it is, like if there's a problem with your content, or you want to make sure that something's okay to post. These are like, having good customer service and being able to talk to someone face to face is highly important. The other thing that I think is really awesome about Loyalfans is they also promote their creators, all of them. Yeah, I think that's amazing.
Mhm.
I don't see that happening with many other platforms. Cherry said that I did love, it's like everything in there. I'm working on setting mine up. Love the shout outs option. Yes. So speaking of shout outs, there's the feature of doing, it's like Cameo, but it's obviously they allow nudity. Shout outs allow people to buy a shout out from you. It's like a 30-second or like a short video, like, hey, happy birthday, blah, blah, flash, whatever.
Oh,
But
that's pretty cool.
they're actually upgrading it so that you can take custom video orders with this same feature. So right now it's just shout outs, but soon it'll be, I want to order a custom video from you. Here's what I want, blah, blah, blah. You set the pricing and they can order their customs from you right directly through the site. So I think that's dope. And last on this particular page is you can give someone managed access. And what that means is a lot of people have assistants or people that schedule their content, or maybe you have someone like me that's doing everything, like your sexting. I'm not going to tell you who I do it for, but maybe I do your sexting for you and schedule your content and basically manage your page. You can give someone managed access, which means they have access to everything except for going live and all of your private information, including your banking information. So, something that's really big on OF and other fan platforms is you give someone access because they have to get in to be able to do these functions. And then they have access to your banking information and are able to change like the email address, the banking information, and blah, 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 causing a lot of problems because then you could lose your account. Sometimes they deactivate it, or they're sending the money's being sent to someone else, and it's just a whole lot of fuckery. So with this, you just give someone access and all they can do is post on your behalf. Like they can't take your money, they don't have access to your private information, and they can't go live for you. So that's dope. Moving along. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, just like Big Cherry, Daisy, and Whitney. We appreciate. I do have some questions that came prior to. I did a poll, but here is my top feature. It has a whole page because that's how much I love it. So when you are storing content on these sites, I think the OF Vault is garbage. It's trash. It's just so stupid. I haven't really been on a whole lot of other fan platforms, so I can't really speak on them. Um, but the Media Cloud is basically like a Google Drive within your Loyalfans account. So there's folders, you can rename files. It also detects when you have duplicate file names. So if you go and put in 001 bj.jpg and you accidentally upload it again, or you have a duplicate, like you have another image, even though it's a different image, but it's named the same, it will detect that. So you don't have the same piece of content in your media cloud 10,000 times, which is what happens on OF for me. I have the same video on there like 20 times because if you upload it again, it just stores in your vault. Rather than with this option, it'll tell you that file already exists in your cloud, and you can click on a button. It says, take me there. Fucking phenomenal. Whoever thought of that, kudos to you because that's brilliant. The folder option makes it super easy to organize your content. That way, when you do have someone that is assisting you with schedules or mass messages and PPVs and all that kind of stuff, you can easily access the photos, the videos, like everything, as long as you go in there and actually organize it, unlike myself. I think that's awesome. So the notices of duplicate file names, the ability to do the folders, also mass upload, which is something that I don't know that you can do on OF because I haven't been on there a while, but being able to just go and drop folders in there, boom, boom, boom. That's a great feature because sometimes you just want to drop content in there and then maybe go in and start uploading from those folders. instead of being like one video, one set of pictures, and then having to do things individually. This gives you the option to mass upload. And when you go into the folders, you can click, they've got this feature where you can go and see what's been posted and where it's been posted. So it'll say this was posted on the timeline on January 1st, 2023. This was posted in your messages as a locked content on February 1st, 2023, whatever. Like it gives you like where this has been posted. And the same thing happens with your recorded lives. It'll tell you what you've posted and what you haven't posted. So let's say you're going through a drive, like you're going through a dry period where you aren't shooting content, but you need to post something. You can look in that folder and see what's been posted and what hasn't been posted. So you could be like, oh, this hasn't posted yet. Boom. Now I've got some new content. Well, new to them. So that's dope. Cherry, I am just now uploading 8 videos. Go ahead. Look at you being productive while we're having this nice little chit chat.
Hey, Cherry.
Hey. Also gives you, okay, that was the file history. So with the file history, that's where it tells you when and where it's been posted. You can post directly, which means you go to the image or whatever, and then you just post on that, and it'll say post a timeline, post to messages. Like it gives you all these different options. The other cool thing is the ability to rename a file within the platform. You can't do that on OF. Once it's up there, whatever the name of the file is whatever the name of the file is. Now, this is really important to rename your file if, let's say, you have a set of pictures that you had taken by a photographer and it's all DSC 009756 9757 9, you know what I mean? Like now you've got 100 images with these names that you're not going to remember that this photo set that's of whatever is DSC 9547. So you can go and rename them and put in there, Cherry's Darth Vader PUZZY pics taken at the Cam house.
I've been seeing everybody do those pictures now.
Okay, so off topic for a second, just to give you guys like the history. So Cherry came first, and I have a little bit of a Star Wars thing. I love Star Wars, okay? So I have the Darth Vader mask, I have the Chewbacca mask, which when you open the mouth, it goes, and I've got the Princess Leia costume. I've got all the Star Wars stuff, right? And Cherry decided to take a picture with the Darth Vader mask, and then she posted it on Twitter. First, she told me about it. She was like, "Oh, I was showing this to Tyler, and he thought it was hot, blah blah blah." But then when Princess came, she decided, like, we were like, "Yeah, you should do it in the thing too." So she took a picture, but then she did a picture with the Chewbacca too. So now this has become the Cherry Star Wars. The Star Wars thing. It's pretty funny. I love it because, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, but yeah, good job, Cherry. I love it. So renaming the files makes it optimal when you're in there trying to organize your content and just knowing like what the hell is inside of your media cloud. There's also a search feature, which is definitely cool. Folders for the organization. The upload is faster than FTP. Super awesome, because nothing is worse than waiting 100 minutes, 2 days, 45 hours for a video to upload. There's no limit on content currently, and according to their thing today, there won't be a limit. So you could pretty much upload whatever. I don't know if they've implemented it yet, but if it hasn't been implemented, it will be very soon. And that's the ability to upload bundles. So one of the features that OF has that Loyalfans did not have for quite some time was the bundle option. And that's where you send, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos in PPV and like, hey, get this awesome bundle for $100, blah, 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 blah. Well, on Loyalfans, you can only upload one video at a time for a while. Now, I don't know if they've implemented it yet or if it's still in the process, but it's something that's going to become available soon if it hasn't already. And let's see. That's it for Media Cloud. The Media Cloud's awesome. It simplifies everything and it makes it so easy to post. It just really, really does. So let's get into some of the questions. Some of the questions were how to do the video chat. You have to download, well, to do it from mobile, you can do it from your computer, but to do it from mobile, you have to download the app Snap You, and that's SNAPYOU. It'll show all your like fans. You can change the pricing on your desktop. Didn't see the option to do it on mobile, but I really haven't played with it because I just downloaded it today. Something that was suggested that could potentially come in the future is the ability to toggle what you've posted based on what's public, what was sent to followers, and what was sent to subscribers. So that's not something yet, but it was suggestion. It's getting to be almost an hour. So yes, we will be finishing this up. By the way, I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in. And if you're watching this live, awesome. If you're watching the replay, look at she's got her what's that? The beauty queen wave.
It's because I gotta squeeze in here,
Oh
so
yeah. You're like
I'm usually like that, but they can't see me, so I'm like,
I know. We're boxed in. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot, and this is something I want to ask you when I get done with this one, is what are some questions that you get asked a lot when you're doing coaching and like some of your lives? But this one was, what is the average price that you recommend for subscriptions? So it really depends on how you want to operate your page. I start with the low subscription price because one, I have a very infrequent posting schedule. I go heavy for like 2 weeks and then I disappear for 6 months. So I don't like to charge a lot. Also, it depends on the quality and the quantity of your content. So if you have high quality content, I definitely recommend charging a lot more. And if your quality is just, not really, if you're just doing like impromptu selfies and, punani pics and shit like that, then, it really just depends. It's entirely up to you. You have to figure out what um business plan is most effective for you. And I always recommend changing it and seeing what does work for you because you never know. Maybe doing a $10 a month with, these perks and that perks, like just try different things and see what sticks and what really works for you because everyone operates differently. Everyone's total business plan and how they run their page is everyone's different. They take something from here and something from there. It's like a recipe. They may add a little bit pinch more salt or maybe they add a pinch more baking soda. Who knows? But whatever the case may be, you figure it out by trying out different things. So Paisley, tell me, what are some questions that you commonly get asked during coaching and through your lives?
dang. Oh, put me on the spot. I could ask so many questions.
Do we want to circle back to this?
Let me think.
That's
Yeah,
what
maybe
lives
circle back
are.
because they asked me. It depends. Like for instance, on Camming, how to make a tip menu. Oh, that's something else. So on these automated messages, I always tell them to like include their tip menu, and so a lot of people don't know what to put on their tip menu. Um,
Include a tip
Pricing.
menu. I think with a tip menu, let me just interject this real quick. With a tip menu, this is going to be like whether you do dick rates and if so, how much, or whether you do custom videos and stuff like that. Or maybe if you just want me to send you a personalized, quick dick rating or a video, or you just want me to send you something like right on the spot, like this is how much it'll be. So that would be things that you would put on your tip menu. Go ahead. What was your next thing?
And then they ask about pricing, but what I've learned is that a lot of people that I've done consultations with, in my opinion, some of their stuff is way too low. I feel like
Yes.
they just don't know what, at least, I mean, don't cheat yourself because at the end of the day, we're here to make money. Um, So just pricing. So I don't like to tell people pricing, but if I feel like their stuff is too low and their quality is pretty decent, I'll tell them, okay, well, here, maybe I'll give them suggestions. But I don't like speaking in general just because everyone's different. Because, like you said, someone could take the time and be doing full on productions, and someone's just taking impromptu selfies. Should they be the same price? So,
Oh, yeah. For me, I feel like here's the thing. When you talk about pricing, this is putting value on your work, on you, what it took for you to go through this. Even though for me, like, even if I'm just taking a picture of my pussy, like, that's not what I was doing when you asked for it. I'm pretty 100% sure I was doing something else, like, because I'm not sitting here taking pussy pics all day. So
mm,
for me to stop what I'm doing, take the time out to make sure that there's lighting, proper positioning. I'm going to make sure it's angled appropriately and it looks
mhm,
pretty. This is
mhm,
all things that took me out of my day. So you want to price your things so that one, you're obviously going to create content that you could use multiple times. That's always goals. But you want to price it so that when you get paid for it one time, you feel like you've gotten your money out of it. If you get paid a second time, that's residual income or that's additional income. But like one of the things I used to price my videos so low because I thought, oh, I want to make it affordable for everyone. But what your pricing speaks to customers is if it's super low, they constitute that as being low quality.
mhm.
So I upped my prices and my general price for most videos, depending on, how long it is and how, high quality or what the fetish is 19.99. And you know how amazing it is to get a notification that I just made 17.99 from a video
Yeah.
that I bent over and was like, "Put your face in my ass." Like, you know what I mean?
So on my old videos, I was doing $11. I recently just upped it to like 15 or 16 because I'm just like, okay. And so definitely see the difference in money.
Yeah, and it's for me, I don't see a difference in sales. In fact, I actually have seen an uptick in sales since I've increased my prices. So,
Mhm.
I also think about things like what my thumbnail looks like, doing a promotional video or a trailer, like if you're on MV or whatever, and see with the video store on Loyalfans that you need those too. They give you the option to upload a custom cover photo, they give you the option to upload a custom trailer. And these are all things that people are going to see before they actually see the video. So it's important to do these things, excuse me, even though it takes a little bit of extra time, it's so worth it. Think of it as your promo content. It's the sales pitch. So, anyways, yes. Pricing is important based on how much effort you're really going to put into your page. If you're not planning on doing much with it, then but even still, maybe you just want to make some residual income and, 49.99 like I'm crazy like that. Like, I'm sorry that there's only 10 videos on there, but hey, you enjoyed those 10 videos. Because it tells you at the front of this, like on the profile, it tells you how much content they have. So if they're willing to pay 49.99, cool. One of the other questions I got asked was how to increase followers, and that is a webinar in itself. Marketing 101 is an entire webinar in itself. But just to give you a couple of tips, one, go live. Whether it's going live on social media, whether it's going live on Loyalfans in the public section so that you're discoverable. Going live helps people have an opportunity to see you doing what you're doing at that very moment, which is the time that we live in. Like they want instant gratification, and what you're doing right now is important. I don't know why, but it is. So go live. Social media is extremely important. One of the tips that I also have for social media is being mindful of what you post on it. You want to make sure that your social media is for promotional purposes. I definitely don't recommend getting into too many arguments and political conversations and things that, even though you're passionate about it, it doesn't align with selling your content because it could be a huge turnoff for people that want to hire you. And it could be a turnoff for fans that maybe want to, have fun with your content, but now they're looking at you talking about all this stuff that really it's just like a boner killer.
Yeah, so that's one thing I tell people. Well, okay, as a disclaimer, personally for myself, 2023 is my year of just posting whatever the fuck Paisley wants to post. So whatever I feel like posting, that's just what I'm gonna post. But I also tell people, especially when you're just starting, like there is some sort of structure and there's no rules, but there's proper etiquette that you should follow. Like don't be commenting on all the different political things and having too strong of an opinion on certain things. At the end of the day, this isn't your personal page, this is your business page. And you want to keep it as such. But me, I just be close or whatever.
I like to tell people, think of your social media as a paid billboard. What would you want to put on the billboard, and what is your intention with that billboard?
Mm.
If you're paying $10,000 to be up on a billboard, you're not going to go up there and be talking about your ex-boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go and post unless that's your intention, is to drive traffic to that person. But when you derail, like for me, Platinum Pussy, although Platinum Pussy is a person, sort of an entity, it's a personality. At the end of the day, Platinum Pussy is here specifically to sell content and to interact with fans, period. End of story. Although I have gravitated towards being more of like in the leadership role and helping with coaching and consultations and these webinars, ultimately, Platinum Pussy is an entertainment personality. So with that, although Platinum has opinions, because Platinum is really Carrie, who is me, Carrie has opinions and has passions and things outside of the adult industry. And I do talk about some of them because they're not really like controversial or anything. And maybe that's me just being in the safe lane. But I feel like when I'm trying to sell to my fans, the last thing I want to do is have conversations that create conflict. Now, some people believe the opposite. Some people operate their social media completely on conflict, and they feel like it gets them followers and it helps them get fans. I personally have not seen success in that, so I can't speak on it,
I
but
ain't seen success in
to each their own. Like
that.
I don't give advice like that, because I feel like ultimately, because my goals are to get sponsors for events and to provide more opportunities for the plus size performers, that type of conduct is a huge turnoff for people who want to offer opportunities and want to spend money. So for me, it just doesn't work with my brand. But, again, this goes back to pricing, to each their own. Whatever you do, this is not a dig at anybody. It's just general advice. However you want to operate your social media, it's yours. It's your personality. It's your brand. Just giving you tips that could potentially help you stay focused on the money, and remember that your fans are watching, and sometimes other creators are watching, and when they're seeing these situations. Hold on, Cherry has something to say. Cherry said, I have opinions, but it's a matter of being selective of what's important to put out there. I don't think engagement is a reason to be out there. If it's to help, sure, but some of it do for attention. Absolutely. So be selective in the things that you share, or be selective in the things that you get involved in. And, I do understand. I've just played it safe when it comes to matters that don't involve me making money through the industry. And that's just because people change, their opinions change. And I just have to focus on what I need to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing personal. I'm all about making changes, but oftentimes I have not found that the change came from speaking my opinion on social media. It's through actions. Things, and that just goes to say, like, you can talk all day on the internet, but what are you doing to actually promote effective change? And that's done
Mhm.
through actions. So
Yeah.
be the change.
Be the change you want to see. That's a
Be the
good.
change that you want to see. So don't talk about it, be about it.
Whew.
So we're gonna wrap this up. I don't see anything on here that really yeah, so that's it. All these pages. Um
That was
I'm
some
not.
really good information because I
Thank
didn't know
you.
they had all of those features on that fan site because I want to like with oh I want to start fresh.
You want to
I
start
just I
fresh?
just need something fresh. That OF has like all my old stuff. The first video I ever made. I'm just
Go now and see the first video ever made. Cherry says we all have personal accounts where we can talk about that with people who knows us and where we come from, not the fans. Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I believe your personal profiles is where with people who know you and know, like know your heart and know your intention and know who you really are. The fans only know what you say or what you present online. And so with that being said, eh, yeah, keep it. I recommend definitely keeping that kind of stuff on your personal account. I personally don't
Okay.
even use my personal accounts, but go ahead. Go
In
ahead,
some
Paisley.
people's defense, I will say there's a lot of people in our industry that absolutely don't have anybody. So I feel like they start ranting and doing all these things because of that. So all I say to those people is try to find your at least industry friends that you can relate on certain things to.
Well, for me, I feel like my advice is what is your intention with this? If you're going to
Mm,
post it, what is your intention? Because if your intention is for attention,
mm,
then, what kind of attention are you attracting to yourself? I'm not online as Platinum Pussy trying to attract any attention except for the money attention. Are you paying me? Period. And so, if your intention is just to get attention, or if your intention is to make people aware of something, like there's a lot of issues out there that definitely need to be addressed, by all means, I'm there to learn, I'm there to read, I'm there to, find out what's going on. But at the same time, like at the end of the day, my intentions are to make money. And I want to make change through my actions, not through posting, a 20-page rant on social media about how BBWs are highly discriminated in the industry. And it's like, what if so when I got into the industry in 2005, there was definitely a need for more exposure for BBWs. We were one of the top selling genres, but we were the least seen genre anywhere, whether it be at the shows, the Exoticas and the AVNs, whether it be at in these press releases, the awards shows, like nobody was showing love for BBWs. But in all fairness, BBWs weren't going either. They weren't trying to be seen. They were just, there was a lot of people that complained about, oh, they don't show love to BBWs. And it's like, well, you got to show love to yourself first.
mm,
You got to be there. They're not going to just be like, oh, let's start giving love to BBWs. And then you go to Exotica and there's no one there. You know what I'm saying? So affect implementing effective change was me being like, fuck that shit. Let's go to Exotica. Let's go on stage and do these fashion shows. Let's go to AVNs and all of these different places and see and show them that we not only show up, but we can be professional and intelligent and produce, good producers and all of that stuff. So that's how you affect change. Let's see what Cherry said. To those people, use the feature social media offers us to keep it in a closed circle. They all have
mm.
privacy settings where you can pick who is involved in the conversation. Very smart, Cherry.
Oh, yeah. That's also a good one, too.
Look at the iHeartBBW.com social media manager giving out y'all some tips.
Shout out to Big Cherry.
Shout out to Big Cherry. So, one thing I've always been an adamant believer in and an advocate for BBWs in the industry is doing like if you want to see something, like, okay, there weren't awards for BBWs, so I did BBW Fan Fest. Fuck that shit. They don't want to give us an award. I'll give us an award. Now, obviously, I didn't keep it up, but other people have since then done BBW awards. But, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't just talk about it, be about it. Do something about it because that's the way that you affect change. Now, everyone's thinking about the BBW awards because there have been BBW awards and so on and so forth. Now, let's see some female run BBW production companies. Let's put that into fruition, shall we? Let's make that a thing. Let's manifest that, Paisley. Ready?
Oh,
Um,
I'm all about my manifesting.
yes, I've been watching your stuff. I know you're
Oh,
all
you
about.
got you.
I do, I do, and
I
I
just be
listen.
hoping. I just be trying to find things to say and hoping I don't sound stupid.
I don't think you ever sound stupid.
Thank you.
I mean, somebody out there is gonna listen. You know what I mean? I always
So
talk about how you've cultivated a YouTube thing. Like, I think that's awesome. In fact, I was telling Sherry earlier, like, we definitely. I used to do this stuff a long time ago. I was monetized in the whole 9 yards, but then
mhm.
I chose camming for money over camming for YouTube because, at that time, YouTube was a lot more difficult to get monetized. And they were a lot harsher with content. You couldn't say anything with like adult innuendo or whatever. Like it
See,
was
what I
really
like
bad.
is this membership program. I'm about to launch my YouTube membership program, so I'm excited about that.
What's the membership program? I don't understand.
So it's like a Loyal Fans or OnlyFans or whatever, but it's on YouTube and it's for your YouTube subscribers to purchase different memberships, and you can have up to 5 tiers. I'm probably only gonna have three, so like a small tier, medium, and a bigger, and you offer different incentives for
Like
them to
merch?
like y'all's merch. I don't have merch. I just don't know if my merch would sell, so I just don't make merch.
Merch.
I need some
Merch.
I Heart BBW merch so I can wear on my YouTube channel. Um, but like custom badges, custom emojis, things like you would offer in a consultation, maybe offer some things over there. Right now, I've been just focusing on selling me so that they fall in love with me and will just want to hear more because my lives are going to be for members only on
Oh,
Valentine's
really?
Day. I'm out. Yeah, I'm not just having it open because I'm gonna I'm if I'm giving you all of me, like you need to be paying. Like y'all taking my time away from. I could be Cammy, but I'm here with my YouTubers, so
Yeah, but you know what? In all fairness though, you've established like that's where you've gotten your notoriety from
oh,
though.
111. Yep, you right. An hour 11 minutes.
Oh
Ain't
my
no
goodness, you and your 11s.
but
I mean,
no, that's
I'm interested to see how it goes for you. Like, I wish you the
thank
best of
you.
luck, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that transitions. You know what I mean? Like, I like going live for free when it's informative, educational, knowledge, spitting game. But like you, I definitely want to learn how to monetize it, and I don't have the patience or the time for coaching anymore or consultations, which is why I told you I was going to send people your way, but I haven't had any time to even talk to people about.
Yeah, if they come to me, they come to me, but it's no more consultation groups. It's literally that hour to 2 hours of my time and you're on. Like I'm if you want me to hold your hand, that's another price. So
With situations like that though, there's not enough money in the world, like they can't afford for that type of help. Like
mhm,
it's the reason why I stopped doing OF management and now I'm just really trying to transition people to loyal fans and guide them. Like I'll help you learn it, but I'm not going to do it for you. Well, I do help with some people cuz some people have like jobs and other situations, and
mhm,
some people are just good at taking good pictures and videos and being the star and just have no type of technical knowledge and no desire to learn it, which is fine.
mhm,
So if you are looking for someone to help you, with sexting or drips or managing your page and stuff like that, hit me up. I definitely have a different selection process because I wasn't very selective before. And honestly, like I feel like my disdain for OF put me in a position to where I just was like, I don't even want to look at that page anymore. So yeah, so I'm not doing OF stuff anymore. I'm just, trying to show people the way, come to the way. So loyal fans for me is super, super dope. And another thing, like if you're trying to make more money or whatever and get more exposure and get more fans, is share for shares on social media, doing it on your platforms. Those are awesome ways to, gain more fans and traffic to your stuff. So, also, one other tip I want to say is get a domain. You should own a domain
yeah,
and send it to your platform, loyal
that is
fans.
important.
And you just buy one. Don't buy 1,000, just buy one, and you create subdomains. So like I sent people here through youtube.queenofbbw.com, and that is queenofbbw.com. Now I own several hundreds of domains. and it's very expensive. It's very
Mhm.
confusing. You just buy one domain, and when you have like different places that you want to send traffic to, you just create a subdomain. But that's a whole nother, that's for Tutorial Tuesdays coming next week.
Tutorial
I'm
Tuesdays.
doing mini vids Mondays, Tutorial Tuesdays, webinar Wednesdays.
Okay, I like
And
that.
I haven't figured out Thursdays, but and I'm gonna start doing lives for my live sales for my clothing and stuff because this shit gotta go, y'all. I need this stuff gone. I do. Hold on, what is this? Oh, I thought this was the new crop top. We have all kinds of cool things, but and some more beanies coming. So make sure you go to iheartbbw.com when the merch launches because we've got all this stuff that we're just trying to list it, get it up on the website so you guys can make your purchases. For now, we're just doing DMs on Instagram. Oh my gosh, we should do a whole iheartbbw.com merch fashion show.
We need to.
Are you going to Chicago?
Okay, look, I'm not making no promises. I don't wanna say anything when I book my flight and I book the room, then I'll announce it. But yeah. And I just don't know anything. But
I
I wanna go.
understand. I
I
understand.
wanna get there because that's probably gonna be the only one that I'm going to this year. I miss seeing everybody and
It's gonna be live. It's
I
gonna be
know.
live. The
But
booth
it's
is
like I
gonna be
gotta
dope.
this it's just a lot going on in Paisley little world.
What's going on in Paisley's world? We got a couple more minutes.
Um, it's Paisley's personal world.
Oh, then we're not gonna do that on live then.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all have to go join her
But
membership.
in my world, I don't know, just YouTube, selling content.
Speaking of that, why don't you tell us, tell my followers where they can find you?
Look here, y'all, followers. Check me out. Just Paisley Hayes on YouTube. Paisley will help on Twitter and Instagram. Paisley will
Yeah.
help on TikTok. But it is mine. I just never there. I ain't there yet. We gonna make our rounds to get back on TikTok. I'm just everywhere. I'm always live. I'm always available. I'm here. Here to serve.
And you can see her on Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the iHeartBBW.com
Go
live.
ahead.
So Paisley, one one piece of advice that you'd like to give to everyone before we pop off of here.
What advice do I want to give? What kind of advice?
Any
Just like
advice,
anything?
general.
Don't have any doubts because this is a type of industry that you just can't have any doubt. If you have doubt in your mind, you're not going to make no money. Um, be consistent. Be able to hold yourself accountable. Be
That's a good
consistent.
one.
Be consistent when you don't feel like being consistent. Be even more consistent.
I'm gonna give some advice as well. My advice is fuck what they think, fuck what they say, get your bag. You are
Mm.
a bad bitch, and don't let anybody tell you different, or a bad dude. Whatever you identify with, you are a bad motherfucker. And don't let anybody tell you different. And just keep pushing. You
Keep
know, I
pushing.
never saw that I was going to be in the industry this long, and I really thought 2022 was going to be my year to finally call it quits. And then I'm on BBW Triple X Adventures, and people are like, "What? You're back?" And I'm like, "Surprise!" I haven't shot with a company in 10 years, maybe longer. So, and that also goes to say, don't let your age, your size, don't let anything stop you from being the best version of yourself. A lot of people told me I wouldn't ever make it this far because you're going to get old and people aren't going to be interested in you. And that's a fucking lie. In fact, I have fans that are watching this YouTube right now. Whitney's been with me for like 15, 20 years. Your fans will be fans forever.
Mhm.
They will follow you forever. And as long as you stay consistent, as long as you keep yourself relevant, and as long as you just keep improving yourself and evolving and growing, you can do it. You can survive. But if you let naysayers and negativity and toxicity keep you from being the best version of yourself or being able to sustain your business, then, you're surrendering. And I just refuse to let other people dictate my future. It's
Mm,
all up to me. When I'm done, then I'm done, but I'm going to be done because I'm done, not because
yeah.
someone told me I'm too old to do this or I'm too whatever, like negative. So let that be a testament to the possibilities. Paisley's been in the industry for what, 3 or 4 years?
Oh, this is gonna be my 5th year.
5 years.
Mhm.
Yay. If I
So
had
on
a
November, I'll hit year 5. So I'm working on my 5th year.
Okay, so we're 4 years going into five.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be hitting 19 this year. Jesus Christ, that's old. Damn, and I'm 48 today. Today's my birthday, by the way.
Yes, we didn't
Yay.
talk about that enough.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I do have, if you go to, I gotta find my link. Oh, I have my QR code somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. If you click on screenshot this right here, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to screenshot, and right here is the QR code. You're going to scan that, and it's going to take you to the link. If you sign up as a fan, send me a message. You get a free special video. If you sign up as a creator, you get special information, get guidance from me, and I will help you get established. Yes, Whitney said yes. He's been with me forever. And let me tell you what kind of fan Whitney is real quick. So use that code if you sign up as a creator. I will help you get started. If you sign up as a fan, you get some free content. In fact, you may even win a free 1-year subscription to my loyal fans. So go do it right now. Whitney goes to everything. He'll be at BoobTube in a little bit because I go on BoobTube in 30 minutes. But oh yeah, there you scan our code. Isn't that cute? Can you see it? Or it doesn't show you?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, scan our code
Get a
to
free
sign up.
consultation.
Yes.
Yeah.
The consultation is just to help you get set up on Loyalfans. I'm not doing the whole business thing. I mean, I'll help you with business stuff, but like if you're looking for specific cam stuff and all that, go to Paisley, go join her YouTube and join her membership. And Whitney will be at my BoobTube. If you guys are watching, BoobTube is live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on exotica.tv. And you can also see Paisley when you go live again.
Lord, I don't even know.
She'll be live right after this. No, because you got to be
No,
at BoobTube.
no, look, I'm no more. I'm more. I don't know. I just need to not be bothered. To say,
Well,
to
you
be
could be in the
kind.
comments for BoobTube.
Oh yeah, I'll be in the comments for boob
And we're
tube.
talking about TV, so and movies and stuff like that, entertainment. It's not even like adult stuff. So,
Okay.
anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, we have another comment every time I get ready to leave. Oh, that's just Whitney. Thank you guys so much for watching live and for commenting. Cherry, thank you for all your awesome advice and for being an awesome social media manager for iHeart BBW and for the fucking birthday message that made me cry. I don't cry, but I cried. I was like, "Oh my god, it was so sweet." And thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday also. And we will see you next week, Tutorial Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Webinar Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is iHeart BBW. So I should have made a list up here so everybody could have been like, oh, these are all the times. But right now, I'm going to be live in 30 minutes on exotica.tv. So with that being said, we are going to close this bitch out. Thank you for watching, and make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe button. Till next time with my broke ass nail. Say bye, Paisley. We'll see you guys later. Awesome.